So guys, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another Champions League preview as this Wednesday, Manchester United travel away to take on Kobenhavn. So if you do enjoy this one today, please make sure to smash it a like. If you are new to the channel and want to subscribe and have not done so, make sure you guys are doing that by hitting that red button in the bottom right corner of this video. And as always guys, let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. Also drop your score predictions as well and leave a like. But anyway guys, let's get on to the preview. So guys, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. So this Wednesday it's Manchester United taking on Kobenhavn in the Champions League away from home. And the only thing I can say going into this game is a win is the only option for Manchester United. We cannot afford to do anything else. We cannot afford to draw this game. We have to beat Kobenhavn and we have to beat Galatasaray to stand a chance. And then maybe in the last game we can afford to lose to Bayern Munich. Not that I want to lose to them, I want to put in a good show in there, considering what happened to us in Germany. But we have to win those next two games. It is vital if Manchester United want to progress in this Champions League. And we want to get out the group stage, which we really should be doing, considering the group we had and everyone put us to finish second. I didn't think to finish first in the group, but I thought this bunch of players, this group, it's good enough to get through. And now we have pressure to go and beat Kobenhavn, and then pressure to go to Turkey, which is going to be very difficult. I know the Kobenhavn game is going to be hard, but the Galatasaray one is going to be even harder. So we've got two challenges coming up which Manchester United have to get past, and we cannot afford to be going out in the group stage. So yeah guys, let me know your thoughts down below. But the group right now, as it stands, you've got Bayern Munich in first place on 9 points. They're going to go through. They're going to finish first. It's as easy as that. No one's going to challenge them now. You've got Galatasaray in second, who are on 4 points. Of course, Galatasaray beat us back at Old Trafford, where we lost our heads in that game. That was unfortunate. But they sit second right now. We sit third on 3 points. And Kobenhavn sit bottom on 1 point only. So realistically, it's between Manchester United and Galatasaray for that second spot. I'm not saying Kobenhavn can't do it, but it's just unrealistic at this point, isn't it? But we have a challenge on our hands to go and win this game on Wednesday. And I just think the other day, to get that win, it was really, really good. It was just a moment where I just went, phew, because there was so much pressure going into that Fulham game, so much expectation to go there, put in a good performance. We didn't perform well, but we got the win. And so many times this season, you look back at the Burnley game, you look back at the Sheffield game, you look back at the Kobenhavn game, especially in the Champions League. That was a big moment. We are getting over the line, but against better teams, they will absolutely thrash us, like we've seen this season with Newcastle, like we saw with Man City. Because the way we are playing right now, you cannot build on it. It's not sustainable. It's really not sustainable. It's all good being able to score a 90th minute goal, having your captain step up to win you the game against Fulham. But if that's a Liverpool on Saturday, if that's an Arsenal, they are absolutely battering us, considering the amount of chances Fulham created. They're going to batter us. That's how easy it is. We cannot compete against tougher opponents the way we're playing right now. It's not sustainable. And it's not just three or four games that's happening. It's every single game. I'm not seeing any improvement in the style of play is not there. I'm not seeing any improvement in the performances right now with this side. And it's concerning. And I know I say it every video. Injuries, yes, we're missing a few of our big players. And yes, Ten Hag can come out and say that because it is gonna affect you. It's gonna cause you problems when you're missing your best players. If Haaland wasn't in the City team, would they score as many goals as they are? Probably, to be fair, the way we're playing. But I'm just trying to put a decent point across. So you know what I mean when I'm saying that. But they would struggle without him. So it's just things like that which you can really fall back on. But from what we're seeing against teams like Fulham, Burnley, Sheffield, Kobenhavn, struggling against those teams, it's not acceptable. Yes, as a football fan, when you see a 90th minute winner, it's all you want. It's the best way to win a game. But when you're also watching, 88 minutes of the game, 89 minutes of the game, and you're playing crap and you're seeing bad football, it's not enjoyable. You're holding on. You're asking for a moment. And how many times over the last couple of years have we said we're living off moments in this side? How many times have we said that? I can go back to last year. I can go back to 2 years ago. You can pick out so many moments from so many games where we've scored a 90th minute goal, where we came back from 1-0 down, where someone's popped up with a 98th minute goal to win us the game. And yes, it's good. I love it. You know, I celebrated like mad that goal against Fulham because it was needed for the players, for Ten Hag, because he desperately needed that win. He desperately needed someone to show up, someone to take some responsibility. And that's what our captain does. And that's what I want out of a Manchester United captain. And then some people are coming out saying he shouldn't be. Doesn't have the criteria. His attitude stinks. But he steps up for this club numerous times. Multiple times he's done it for us. So it's just times where you just have to relax. And I know, of course, when you're on a bad run, when you're seeing bad performances, when it's toxic around the club, when everything is not going your way, people come out and say things that overreact in a way, you could say, and they say things which a few weeks later they're going to regret. Because it's just, you get so much into it, the emotion's there. You get so much into thinking about what you're going on at the moment. The emotion gets it to you. So it is hard at the moment because there's not a lot of positives to say. But what I can say is that these group of players do care. They do care because they're showing it. We wouldn't have won that game on Saturday if they didn't care. We wouldn't have won that game because these players defended really well. At the moment, Johnny Evans, Maguire, Dalot and Bissaka are playing really, really well. Yes, we're conceding a lot of chances, but they are staying strong at the back. So credit to the defence at the moment, especially Maguire and Evans, two players which, rightly so, shouldn't be in this team. But while they're here, while they're at the club, I want them to do well. I want the best out of them. And that's what we're getting at the moment, especially Maguire, who has got so much criticism, but fair play to him. So, it's just things like that at the moment where it will get better, but we're just in a phase where we have to win like we're winning at the moment. Where we have to find moments because you don't have the quality in the team week in, week out at the moment to play the way you want to have the exciting football we want to, which you saw last season. So we just have to be patient. But yeah, the game on Wednesday is absolutely massive. But saying that, guys, I'll put my team on the screen now. So guys, what's going on? Here's my team going into the game against Kobenhavn on Wednesday. So I've got Andre Nana in goal. The back four, I've gone with Dalot, Maguire, Varane and Wan-Bissaka. I do think this may be the moment Varane does come back into the side on Wednesday in the Champions League. We know how much he loves this competition, how many times he's won it. He knows where... So guys, what's going on? That's my team going into the game away at Kobenhavn on Wednesday and a massive Champions League fixture coming up for Manchester United. And as you can see, I've gone with Facundo Pellistri in that right wing position for the game on Wednesday ahead of Anthony, which I think is going to be the biggest decision of the game because Anthony on Saturday was nowhere near good enough. If I'm the manager, if I'm Ten Hag watching that Anthony performance, I'm looking at myself, really thinking to myself, saying, what does he actually offer? Yes, we got on well together. Yes, I played with you at Ajax. You were very good. You have so much potential. But at the moment, you're not good enough. You're playing crap. And someone like Facundo Pellistri came on and showed more ambition. He showed more passion than Anthony has shown since last season, since he joined. That's how it is. So he needs to get rewarded for that. It's nothing against Anthony because I do think dropping him could have an impact. It could make him better. It could make him think to myself, you know what, I'm letting this Facundo Pellistri guy go ahead of me. 80 million signing. Yes, it's not up to me, but I need to go out there and prove myself. So let this be a telling to you that you need to go out there and be better. You need to improve. And hopefully we see that. And Ten Hag, I think a few of these players need to be humbled a bit. They need to get put on the bench. Rashford does. In my opinion, Eriksen was poor on Saturday. But again, where else is the creativity going to come from other than Bruno Fernandes if you do drop Eriksen? So that's a big question going into the game. But certain players really need to be humbled at the moment because they're not performing to the levels we expect them to, especially the best players in the team who cost the most money and are our most influential players. So there's concerns going into it, but I do think right now, for Ten Hag's sake, big decisions need to be made going into these big games. And it is a massive game on Wednesday. It really, really is. And yes, what could happen is you play Pellistri, you play Garnacho in these type of games, in these big games where you need to win, and it might go tits up. We might not get the result we want to, and then it will fall back on Ten Hag. But we're asking for it because we believe in these players that they want it more than the current players at the moment. Than the actual players who are not performing. They want it more. They're showing it week in, week out. Garnacho's showing it. Pellestri's showing it. So give them a chance on Wednesday. And for me, I really want them to play it. Do I think they will? If Rashford's not available, which we don't know too much at the moment, potentially Garnacho will have a guaranteed spot. But what he does on the right-hand side is going to be very interesting because Bruno's playing through the middle. You have Rasmus Højlund up top, and you have Scott McTominay who's going to be in the team alongside an Amrabat or alongside an Eriksen. So that's my team going into it, guys. But let me know your thoughts down below. Obviously, I don't know too much about Kobenhavn. Saying that, I will just quickly get up their last couple of results for you guys, just to see how they're doing in their league, to be honest, because I'm not too sure. I think they won their league last year. I think Midtjylland have fallen off in that league, and Kobenhavn have become the strong one. FC Kobenhavn. So yeah, they won 4-2 on the weekend, and a few of their matches recently. 4-2. They beat Midtjylland 1-0 in a Danish Cup. They won 4-0. They won 2-1 before our game. So recently, after our first game against them at Old Trafford, they've won 4-0, they've won 1-0, and they won 4-2. So they're not in bad form. Obviously, they do have Højlund's brothers playing for them. Maybe they get an opportunity against him, or they could play on the same pitch. You never know what can happen. But yeah, I think their forward player, if you want to look into a danger man, is definitely going to be their forward line, really. Christensen and O'Day, who actually played well this season. They're putting up some good numbers for Kopenhagen this year. I know it's an easier league and that, but they're still playing well. And they do have a team which they show they can fight. They show they can have passion. They show they can be equal to us, considering what happened in the first game, in that crazy game at Old Trafford. So it's not going to be easy. They have to win this game. They know that to even stand a chance. So it's a must-win for them. But again, winning is the only option for Manchester United, and we need it more. We have the better quality. We are the better team, so we've got to go out there and show that away from home. And I know this Manchester United team, they do bail under pressure most of these times when we're going away to these tough places where there's going to be a good atmosphere, where it's going to be toxic, the crowd's going to be onto us, but we have to be stronger. We have to make sure we go there, get a goal early. Get a goal early. Show something. Show yourself. And then maybe you can get a few more because Kopenhagen will open up. That's what needs to happen. We need to go at them straight away. Hopefully get an early goal. And then just thrash them. I know it's not going to happen because of the way we're playing at the moment. And we do have to be careful. And we do have to take responsibility and make sure we're not open at the back. Because if we do concede that first goal, which again could happen, could we be in danger of heads dropping again and same old, same old? Who knows what can happen, guys? But my score prediction, I'm going to say a comfortable 2-0. It's going to be cagey. There's going to be atmosphere. It's going to be a toxic environment. But we have to get through that. And we have to make sure we're going to win. And Ten Hag needs it as well more than ever. Because if we exit the Champions League in the group stage, I'm going to be furious. I actually am. And it would be typical Manchester United, but we cannot afford to. Especially with the way we've started the Premier League season as well. We're now at the Carabao Cup. FA Cup's still there. Well, it's Champions League we need to thrive on. So, yeah, guys, let me know your thoughts down below. If you did enjoy, please smash a like. Please subscribe to the channel if you are new. Hopefully, we can get the win on Wednesday. And hopefully, I'll be giving you guys a good match reaction. But smash a like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.